Hello and welcome to the very first live stream here on my YouTube channel. It doesn't have an address, but this is indeed ColmAhern's YouTube channel. Let's do that again. I'm ColmAhern. And yeah, first of all, well, this is the second video on this channel. The first one was the 2020 Game of the Year confirmed. And some people watched it and they seem to like it. So thank you very much to you people and to the people who have subscribed to my channel as well, because you're all lovely, basically. It was very, very nice of you to do that. Ben Barthwick is in the chat. Hello, all right? I'm rusty. I haven't done this whole live streaming thing in a while, for those that don't know. Although I'd imagine a certain portion probably do. Maybe. But I worked at Video Gamer for quite a while and did a bit of live streaming there. But yeah, haven't done some in a bit. But I'm seeing some old faithfuls in the chat. Ben Barthwick, Ross McMahon, how's the form, lads? Thank you very much for joining me at 10 p.m. local time. Adrian Davis, how are you? Ben says that the background music stopped during the live stream thing and he heard coughing as well. Well, isn't it apt then, with all of these snafus on the very first live stream, that we are playing, first of all, Total Extreme Wrestling, and we are going to be specifically booking AEW. So if you don't know, well, you might know who an AEW is. You know, some people may say that for the first live stream on this channel, I should have maybe done fucking The Witcher or something, you know, toss coin to your Witcher. People really enjoy that. But no, I've decided to choose Total Extreme Wrestling. But yeah, so Total Extreme Wrestling is like the Football Manager of wrestling video games. Obviously not on the scale of Football Manager. That's quite a big game. But Total Extreme Wrestling, bit of a cult thing there in professional wrestling circles. Now, I am not unbelievable at it, but look, we'll get on to all that. Anyway, AEW, if you don't know, is the number 2 promotion in North America, and they have started. They started running shows about 3 months ago now. And there may be some names that are familiar to other wrestling fans. Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, all of that crew are in AEW. And they're tearing it up, sort of. A couple of shaky weeks now, the last couple of weeks. Last night as well was bit iffy, right? Get onto that in a bit. But that's why it's up to us to book AEW. Book it right this time. And make sure we push people like Kenny Omega, because what's going on there. So, let me show you, let me bring you here to Total Extreme Wrestling. So first of all, you've noticed, the resolution cannot be altered. This is the resolution, and I have stuck a lovely photograph there of Chris Jericho, John Moxley, as Awesome Kong and all the gang, to try and just fill the space, basically. So this is your UI. This is your hub for all things Total Extreme Wrestling. Now, I have already created a character. I've started the game just to get in and sort of familiarize myself, because as I was saying there a second ago, that I'm not the most brilliant player of Total Extreme Wrestling. Some may say that I never even played it up until a couple of days ago, but I always wanted to. All right, and that's the main thing. But I think I've gotten to grips with how this works. So first of all, I will ask people who are watching this. First of all, is the sound all right? Look all right? All that kind of stuff. Let me know that. And hello to all the old faithfuls: Roberts FTW, Ben, I said, Ross, and Alice Bell. Thank you very much for watching. Alice, who says her favourites are Jurassic Express. an AEW stalwart there. Now, Robert says, didn't know this game was a thing. Well, this specific one, Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, is this isn't available on Steam. The other ones are, however. 2013 and I think 2005 or 6. You have to go to their actual website to pick this one up. But there is one also coming out later this year, which I'd love to have a look at. Apparently a lot of improvements in it. Maybe able to make a full screen. I don't know. This is also... Anyway. So, right. I'll try and take it through everything this has. This is so deep. So, this is where you get your number one wrestling resource. So this is totalextremewrestling.com. This keeps you up to date on all the happenings in professional wrestling. I've set it to include every promotion in the world. So get all updates, whether it's, for example, Seth Rollins. What did he do? This is just telling me how it works. Yeah, Seth Rollins and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm also getting news about Stardom in Japan, Smash Wrestling in Canada, is that Dragon Gate, CZW. So all these companies are looking for a booker. There's a lot of them looking for a booker. Right, I'm gonna take it that some of you might know what wrestling is, or might know like little insider terms and stuff like that. So because of that, I will tell, like a booker, a matchmaker, a Vince McMahon type, right? If you will. John Cena gives tips. All right, let's go through some of the first headlines of the year. John Cena gives tips. Last night's Funny Money, perhaps the world's only financial-based comedy show, had a surprise guest, WWE wrestler John Cena. His brief appearance was part of a segment on highly paid sports stars and was suggested that at $52,000 a month, he is likely the highest paid wrestler in the world right now. Now, John, I'm not the highest paid wrestler, right? That's the goal, but because of that, let me go over here, and because you're just listening to silence, I'm going to give you some background music this is apparently copyright free chill out mix. No copyright sounds, chill out mix. There you go. You can listen to that in your own time if you like what you hear. I was actually going to play some AEW entrance music. Made a little playlist and then thought, ooh, I know for a fact that Chris Irvin, if he hears word of me playing Judas and not putting a couple of bob in his back pocket, he is going to be a cross young man. So I opted not to do that. Let me see here. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat as well. Right. Back to the game. Very shortly. It'd be great if I just get myself a producer. That'd be good. Doing this in. Fantastic. I can see what everyone is saying. It's Chris Wallace. Where's Wallace? There he is. Delighted to see Chris Wallace has joined me for this stream as well. Adrian Davis in the chat says not seeing OTT there. OTT is here. It is, I think I saw that when I was looking. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I should go back to the game. So, let's have a look at some of the first headlines of the year. John Cena, yeah, he did that. I read that already. Big E Spotlight. American wrestler Big E is on the cover of a major international fitness magazine this month. Congratulations, Big E. Well done. The muscular powerhouse is interviewed inside, talking about his fitness regime and some of his feats of strength, which I'm sure are very, very impressive. Chris Wallace in the chat says, gosh, Colm, I do like your new haircut. Thank you very much, Chris. I was very happy with it too. The man who cut it was a lovely young man. Looked a lot like, what's his name? George Lamb's son. Or is George Lamb's son called George Lamb? No, is he Alfie Lamb? It's one of them anyway. One of the Lambs. He looked like him. I don't think it was him. Didn't want to ask. That would be rude. Anyway, so yeah. I'm trying to explain what this game is. So here, Harry Lamb. Thank you very much, Ben. You are a mind of information. Like, it's ridiculous. So these are all your headlines. Blah blah. Gonna go through, and on this page as well, you can look at, like, this is the Power 500 is effectively the PWI 500 as far as I'm aware. Seth Rollins won it. I don't think he'd be winning it now. Actually, funnily enough, did I see earlier that the PWI 500 was announced earlier and Adam Cole won it? I think he did, with Jericho coming second. That seems quite specific that I'd say that. So I must have seen that. Anyway, Hall of Immortals. I don't know. I don't know what that is, because what is that actually? Because you have Halls of Fame here as well, so you can go through different companies' Halls of Fame. Amy Dumas. End of year awards. Wrestler of the Year. This title is awarded by wrestling journalists around the world based on the quality of wrestlers' performances. To be eligible, a person must have wrestled a minimum of 10 matches. Right, I don't know what this is, because you have Kenny Omega won 2018 Wrestler of the Year. Yes. Power 500 Seth Rollins. This is a prestigious compilation of the best based on match ratings. And what's this based on? Quality of wrestler's performance. Maybe overall, including character and stuff like that. Although, like, promo isn't exactly Kenny Omega's not a strong suit. And most popular wrestlers, they're graded, all that. So, that is all your news around the world. Here is my office. Now, this is probably the most important part, so I'll get back to that. This one, then, is companies all around the world. Somebody mentioned OTT in Ireland earlier. So I'll check. There they are. Over the Top Wrestling. Since 2014. And each company has a grade here. So this is how... I think it's like their notoriety or their popularity in different sections of the world, and even its countries, depending on their size, I suppose. Ireland, for example, is just one. Scotland only one as well, whereas England is separated up into regions. But yeah, you get the popularity. You can see a little description of all of or description on the actual promotion itself. And this then is every wrestler that is in the game. There are loads, as you can see. And I should say as well, so I've modded it to include pictures of all these. I think it's like PES. Do you know the data packs in PES, where you can easily download all the kits and all that kind of stuff? It's like Total Extreme Wrestling can't put the pictures in or whatever because it's their likenesses, but you can do it if you want. And there's plenty of people out there modding it to do that for you. So there's your list of wrestlers. This then is dojos, wrestling schools. There's loads of them. There's New Japan, LA. Oh, fuck. I'm learning because, again, like, I'm only kind of getting used to this. I'd love to. Can I sign Shibata? I can. Will I sign Katsuyori Shibata and make him wrestle? Probably shouldn't do that. So that's that. So there's all your dojos. You can set up a dojo. Haven't done that. I think you can also, like, let me see here. If I don't know, whatever. I'll just pick that one. No, I thought I could maybe negotiate with them and set up a feeder system. Maybe you can. I don't know. Like, it's so deep that might even be in there. I'm not even too sure. So that is that. This then is relationships or alliances between different companies. So, for example, WWE Universe. Is that the official logo of WWE Universe, I wonder? The three companies involved in this: World Wrestling Entertainment, NXT, NXT UK. What's another one people would know? WWN maybe, Evolve and Shine. And yeah. Mexico, it's got CMLL, AAA, and I don't know what that one is, to be honest. So that is alliances. This then is TV networks. So all the networks in the game and you can negotiate deals with these people. Like if I go to, because I'm set up with TNT, again, like this mod is amazing. I should have made note now of who made this mod, because a lot of this is obvious. Like it's updated to, as you can see, first week in January 2020. So it's mental the work that's been put into this to even like create AEW and add all the wrestlers and all that kind of stuff. So TNT, yeah, there you go. We got a current deal. AEW Dynamite, riding high. Then over here, don't really know what that is. This is just so this is kind of the regions of the world, I believe. So in America, the economy is falling. Still a B though, which is better. The economy is fucked everywhere. It's rising in Australia, which is good. The wrestling industry is at a D and it's rising. Yeah, it's fair. So yeah, that just tells you. Oh, cool. So yeah, you can just go into different regions of the world and see all that stuff. You can see trends as well. Mental. Everything is set to normal except mainstream, whatever that is. So that is that. Then that's just options, and then I think we're up to date. So back to the office. Can't believe we've done fuck all, and still at the kind of explanation stage. So here in the office, you can have a look at loads of different things. I can start my own company if I want. I can resign. I can invest, create a venue, purchase a title belt. Yeah, that's like old, unused title belts, I believe. So I can create a dojo here, or development territory. Production. So I actually upgraded these because NXT was higher than me, I believe. So yeah, here you can get basically it's like signing a new. Well, it's like upgrading the stadium facilities or whatever in Football Manager. So you upgrade your production values here. Your production values include a professional set, including entranceway and ramp, limited pyro, custom high-quality ring aprons and banners, and professional video editing capabilities. This costs you 15 grand per month, plus a further 5 grand per show. Your live event experience, professional. You employ a large full-time professional live event crew to work all your events. They ensure the fans have the best live experience, so on and so forth. Now, you can upgrade, you can downgrade. Like I suppose the easy thing is, well, when you come in here first, it'll be red if your rival is better than you, and it'll be green if you're ahead of them, I believe. But, because even if I go into here, so I can see my rivals in terms of broadcast quality. So NXT is the industry standard, whilst MLW, NWA, ROH is all in-house. All that kind of stuff. So that is production. Owner goals. They will come when I kind of move it on a couple of days, because they did when I was just testing this all out. Finances. You can do talent trades with people if you wish. Alliances. So I that's what I showed you earlier. I don't have any alliances. Although in reality I probably, have an alliance with AAA. Ooh, I should set up an alliance with New Japan. Watch the world go mad. I mean, this is about booking AEW, right? So, relationships. Okay, I do have a working agreement. You beat me to it. Well done, Total Extreme Wrestling. All right, I have a working agreement with AAA. Why would I alter current relationship to hostility? I don't know if they fuck me over, I suppose. National battle. So these are, I'm not eligible to be part of a national battle. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I'm sure if I went through it, I would, but I'm trying to move it along a little bit, because a lot of stuff here. What else is good here? Broadcasting. Yeah, I can create my own broadcaster. That's amazing. So anyway, these are who I who I broadcast on, what channels. So BR Live and ITV Box Office in terms of pay-per-views, TNT, in America TSN, in Canada, YouTube for AEW Dark and ITV4 over this side of the world. Although on this side of the world, I would recommend to people to watch the Fight TV broadcast, because you get some things like we did last week where you had JR talking to somebody in the back and fucking really going hard on him. What else do we have here? Ben Borthwick says, ColmAhern TV, we are #1 wrestling TV station. Yes. That is what I will do. Alice says, this game is terrifyingly detailed, isn't it? Maybe even more detailed than I thought when I said, that'd be fun. Let's do that. So, let me know in the chat, is the music alright? In terms of volume. I don't have headphones in, so I've no idea what even the music is. What else do we have here? So, that is that. Can barely hear the music, says Ben Borthwick. Well, Ben, I'll turn it up for you then. Even though that's not what you asked for, you just specified that you couldn't hear it. So, no, there you go. Have that volume of music. Maybe there. Try that on for size. So, what else do we have here? Can't remember where I was because it's so fucking detailed. Hall of Fame, no Hall of Fame, obviously. Medical list where wrestlers will be if they're injured. Child companies, don't have any of them. Development, no, none of them. This is easy. This is well, zipping along now. Backstage is cool. Tells you things like Awesome Kong is a positive influence. This would be brilliant now if you know nothing about wrestling in the chat. Because you hear a name like Awesome Kong, you're like, what is that? To me, it's a name I'm hearing with donkey's ears. So I'll enjoy your takes on things like Jungle Boy, who funnily enough is Luke Perry's son, if you didn't know. Luke Perry, star of Beverly Hills 90210, obviously, before you jump in the chat bin and say it. Although I'm sure, tell me, what age is Luke Perry without Googling it then? So, yeah, you're seeing here, as even Ben pointed out, Earl Hebner is a locker room leader. What else is here? Dean Malenko. Evil Uno is a positive influence. Sure. Jack Evans is a positive influence. Alright. Leva Bates. Everyone is a fucking positive influence, it appears. The Blade, Stu Grayson. Everyone is loving life in AEW. Notable relationships. Basically, all of the elite, as Peter in the chat points out. Matt Jackson is related to Nick Jackson. Good to know, yeah. Here's a new one for you. Christopher Daniels' a strong friendship with Frankie Kazarian. So on and so forth. Kip Sabian is dating Penelope Ford. Everything you want to know. Tony Khan is best friends with Alex Marvez. Bunny is married to the Blade. All that kind of stuff. So there are your relationships. Where am I? Have I gotten... No, that wasn't relationships, was it? Which one was I at there? I've lost my... Oh, it was backstage, sorry. Size, here's how big I am across the world. Pre-booking, I'm not entirely sure yet, to be brutally honest. Schedule, here are all the upcoming events. No. Yep, that's all right. And creative. So, here's where you can kind of mess with the company a little bit. You can set a current figurehead, as you can see here, for the actual company. We don't have one. Now it says here, yeah, well, it describes it like the ace in Japan, as Tanahashi was, as Okada is now. So they are the worker who's positioned as the face of the company. Not only do shows generally revolve around them, but they are also the primary focus of all the marketing and merchandising that the company does. A strong figurehead can massively boost business and help a company prosper. Currently don't have a figurehead, so you do not get any of the associated advantages or disadvantages. I'm going to change that slightly. I'm going to make myself bigger. There you go. It's exciting, isn't it? It's an exciting change. I felt like the live stream needed something. Needed something kind of like get the crowd go wild, a la professional wrestling. So, that's the figurehead. Brand split. Why would you do that? Chemistry. I believe there won't be anything in here. Press the right button, Colm. Yeah. So, it appears like that's an organic thing that happens after you run a couple of shows, and you know, Sonny Kiss works well with Dustin Rhodes or whatever. Announcers. So yep, that's all. Then you can change the announcers. I wouldn't mind changing Jim Ross. Be something that I should maybe look into. Although, like in this game, he is rated well, so yeah. That is announcer. Show history. Nothing, obviously, because I haven't run a show. Creative meeting. So this is basically where you're kind of led to believe who is part of your creative. They'll let you know how the wrestlers are and what they're up to, I suppose. So, franchise players as we are in here. Number 1, Chris Jericho. 2, Kenny Omega. 3, Jon Moxley. 4, Cody. 5, Pac. And again, for those that don't know anything about Pac or professional wrestling in the chat, Pac's nickname is the Bastard. Perfect. So this tells you no next big things. Alright, okay. Although I do have some hot prospects. Alright. Oh my god, look at the baby face on Kip Sabian. That's wild. Kip Sabian, star of Fighting With My Family, which was mad. And I watched that the other day. So, yeah, here's where you can see what's happening with all of your talent. So yeah, hot prospects, talk the talk. These are your best talkers. MJF isn't in there, alright? And Kenny Omega is. I mean, I love Kenny Omega, but, you know. Showstoppers, people who will have good matches, is it? Yeah, who can take their in-ring performances up to a whole new level. Ring generals. Sure. Who's hot? The Bucks and Omega. Who's not? Nobody. Time decline. Scorpio Sky? At 36 years of age? Come on now. The Butcher. The Butcher's 41. Didn't know that. Much older than they thought. Michael Nakazawa. Brilliant photograph of Michael Nakazawa there. 44. Didn't know that either. He's looking alright for it, to be fair. So, and Hidden Gems, don't have any of them. So, this shows your stables. This shows you your tag teams. I'm going to try and move along small. This shows you titles. You can create titles. You can take, you can add teams and all that kind of stuff. David Ayers in the chat says, "Can you not have the Nightmare Collective, please?" The Nightmare Collective in here. I wasn't paying attention. Because if they are going to be my headliners. Where are they going? Stables. The Nightmare Collective are in here. Awesome Kong, Brandy Rhodes, and Melanie Cruz. Now, Luther isn't in here because he only debuted last night. That was wild. We can talk about that in a minute. There are your tag teams, as I said. Your titles. You can create titles. Storyline. So there are no storylines yet. Starting off with a blank slate, we can do all that. Product. So this is actually quite cool. So you can change what type of promotion you have. For example, here, match ratio in an event. So the audience will expect 80% matches, or 80% of the show to be matches in like big events like pay-per-views, Revolution, All Out, Double or Nothing. Whereas on television, they'll expect 70% of the show to be match focused. You can affect the match intensity, match danger, face and heel divide. Companies with the face-heel divide have the ability to turn workers. Have the workers' disposition turn? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Weight split. I've always thought, when Paul Heyman was talking years ago about having like a realistic wrestling company, I'd love weight divisions in a wrestling company. Because, for example, in boxing or in MMA is a better example. Take UFC, right? I say it's a better example because it's just centralized. So if you just take UFC, I know it's not Bellator, blah, blah, whatever, right? But if you take UFC, you can headline with any of the belts, depending on who is drawing at this time. It doesn't always, and often maybe isn't, the heavyweight belt. So I've liked that. Although I suppose AEW is trying to put a focus on tag team wrestling. It needs to focus on its women's as well. This is a funny one. I saw this last night. Now, because wrestling has a questionable history at the best of times, there are some gimmicks in here which are like, you look at them and you go, oh my god, that's fucking horrendous, but it is also a gimmick that has happened in wrestling. Now, this TNA levels. This refers to how much the company uses attractive women in their shows. It affects how well certain female workers will be received by the fans, and also whether the fans will expect some eye candy on shows. You know, I mean, I'm going to leave it to none. That was certainly something that, what can you do? None, low, high. That was something that was popular in wrestling back in the day. Yeah, and here's where you can do set other things here. Chris Wallace says, I'm just glad there's something out there worse than video games, to be honest, when referring to professional wrestling. You know, I'd say they go tit for tat. Sometimes. Depends. Anyway, that's all that. I think I've taken you through everything this video game has, and there's the roster, and you can see all the people and whatever. So, let's move along, because at this rate, we're only going to book one television show. Ben in the chat says, the heady days when two women were brought on to kiss were literally just known as the lesbians. This is true. This is the HLA era, wasn't it? Oh, terrific. This isn't fucking... Right, the game has stalled, it appears. Yeah. Alright, well, let's close that out and start. Don't have to start. It's not like we have to start again because it hasn't. Nothing's happened. So, yeah, I'm going to push it along now, and we're going to go straight into the first Dynamite, or at least we're going to have. We're going to do something, right? Whether that's like negotiate a contract or change a gimmick or whatever else. So, let us advance. Random profile, Jimmy Jacobs. The zombie princess. Lovely lad. And it's stalled again. Well, isn't that good? Thank God for technology and all that kind of stuff. Let's close the program once more. And maybe this time it'll work. Live television. Ben in the chat says so much data, couldn't quite deal with it. Apparently so. People in the chat are talking about Luchasaurus. Good. A wrestling dinosaur. Right, when I get into the characters, we'll be able to choose who you want to push as the face of AEW. Now, let's try pushing it on again. And with the help of God, it will work. Although, it really doesn't seem to want to. Which is an awful shame. Because if I went so far as explaining everything about this video game, everything in it, and then didn't get to actually play it, well, wouldn't that be such an awful shame? Yeah. I'm just trying once more. Well, I won't try once more, but Let me see here. I'm not going to move the mouse. I'm not going to change over the camera until I get to a certain thing. This really doesn't seem to want to work. Right. In that case, give me 2 minutes. Let's take a quick break. Boil the kettle, make yourself a cup of tea, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. It's fine anyway, because I have a lovely be right back video that you'll be able to watch. Watch that, and I will be back shortly. Guess what worked absolutely first time? Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. Hello, welcome back. If you made a cup of tea, I hope it's a lovely one. I'm sure it is. I sadly didn't have time to make myself a couple of tea, or even one tea, which is an awful shame. But anyway, the game works now, which is terrific. I'm sure the next time I try and advance a day, it'll go tits up again. Anyway. Let me see here. Right. So we've advanced one day. You have unread emails waiting. Would you like to jump straight to your office? Yes, I would. So here's where you emails. And people get in touch with you. So Aaron Anderson is currently on my books. Now I think I offered him a contract before I started this game. Let me see here. View Aaron Anderson. Didn't I negotiate? Yeah, so I've made him an offer to come on as a road agent. Sadie Gibbs, who's a wrestler, I've also made her an offer. And so when they get an offer from another contract or another company like that, NWA have made him an offer. You can see whether he's taking it seriously or not. So if I go view rival offers, there you go. NWA offer status is not being seriously considered. So in that case, it's fine. Just leave him. Sadie Gibbs, going to negotiate. View rival offers. Rev Pro are offering her $200 per appearance, and it's not being considered. Money in this game appears to be kind of skewed weirdly, where I think, I don't know, like. Because there are some, like, even that, was it John Cena is paid $52,000 per month. He's the highest paid wrestler in the world. It's like, I don't know, or maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, Tony Khan, who is the owner of AEW, he has assigned me some new goals, which I can view from your company screen under business. So these are the goals. Tony Khan has set me as AEW and you, AEW Booker. Goal number 1, when the time expires in 2 years, AEW must have gained popularity in America. Fingers crossed, I'd hope so. Goal 2, AEW must not fall below cult size at any point. Alright. Goal 3, Jon Moxley must be kept above C+ overall popularity in America. That's cool with me. Goal 4, you can't hire any wrestler who's classed as a psychopath. Where's that classification? I must have a look at that. Goal 5, you can't hire any wrestler over the age of 45. Yeah, I'd back that. Wow, an invasion of youth, or an influx of youth is what I want. Goal 6, you cannot hire or extend the contract of anybody who is known to have problems with the law. Yeah, let's keep it clean. I think that is the best thing to do. WWE production change. WWE have increased their music level to major licensed. The bastards. They wouldn't even do that in real life. I'm surprised they do it here. So if I could increase my music, but I don't think I want to. It just seems like too much. So delete all them, close, that's fine. Now, guess what we can do? We can push on yet another day. Fingers crossed that the game doesn't break down. Quiet. Oh no! Really? Well, that's... Oh no, that is an awful shame. Right, well, I will keep you on the line before I shut the whole thing down, but this hasn't exactly gone to plan. Yeah, which not great. So instead, I've loaded the game. I'm just going to go through my emails very, very quickly and delete all of them. Just looking at the chat. Ben Borthwick says, actually, yeah, that is a funny one. Ben says, I hear they've cut ties with CFO $ in real life, which is a shame. That is apparently the case. They were making music for WWE for years. And it appears that they're not anymore. Any newer produced, any newer theme tunes. I think even some of them, I could be wrong in this though, I think even some of them might be stock music. No. This does appear to be acting the maggot again. I can only apologise and maybe take a lesson from this to potentially not stream this, although I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure why. Like it's not intensive, so I don't know why it would be having a panic attack. But let me just try here and push this on another day before I give you before I show you the screen, because it could very well not respond. It's done it again. This is, maybe the trick is to put you on the be right back screen, and then it will work. Because that appears to have worked. That did work the first time. Yeah. Right. I can only apologise. It's very, very annoying. But yeah, bear with me. Keep in the chat, and I will be right back. thank you very much for bearing with me and for the technical hiccups, the no mic there and all that kind of stuff. Things are just going a little bit awry. Anyway, I will learn the game is working again, but if it all goes mental, then perhaps we'll call it a night. You know, it's getting late. We all have work in the morning, I'm sure. And the next game I stream, which will be over the coming days, may not be this game. But let's see. Fingers crossed, it all goes to plan. So, thank you very much to those of you that are still here. Ben, Peter, Alice, David, Ross, you're all fantastic. So, what's shame here now is that I've advanced a day and it doesn't appear that like nothing has happened. So I'm just frightened. I'm going to save it first. I'm frightened to advance another day because every time I do that, the game decides, no, my friend, you are not going to be playing any more of this. So, let's try. Let's just try. But I want silence in the crowd. And, yeah. Fingers crossed. It worked! Amazing. So if you could all be quiet whenever I have to advance the game by a day, I'd really appreciate it. So, let me see here. Auto-booked venue. For convenience, Sam's Town, Las Vegas in the Southwest region has been auto-booked as the venue for tonight's show. You can alter this via the venue screen if you wish. I won't. Delight from the crowd. Thank you. So, I'm going to make myself a small bit smaller here so you can see it. Locker room incidents. For God's sake. There's been an incident involving Emi Sakura and Riho that requires your attention. Well, what's going on here? For those that don't know, Emi Sakura in real life trained Riho. Riho is, what is she? She's 21 or 2 or something like that? Or no, is she a small bit older? But she's been wrestling since she was like 8 or something. Emi Sakura has been passing on tips on selling to her protege Riho. Why is that an incident? That's fine. I'd expect a mentor to do that. That's nice of her to do, if anything. So this is how you book a show. Finally, we are here. This is your venue. It'll be shown on all these channels. I can cancel the show if I like. Maybe should do at this rate. Here is where we book the show, and here is where I need your help. So we need to set up a wrestling show that is 2 hours long and is brilliant, basically. So what do you want to do? Now you can add angles. So again, don't know. Angles would be as you have here: interviews in the ring, a match announcement, beatdowns, whatever, hype videos, all that kind of stuff. There's tons and tons and tons here. So yeah, like action, abduction, like the casket angle, like it's mental. The amount of stuff here, really. Anyway, who do you want featured in the first segment of this new AEW? All of the executive vice presidents have been ousted. Alice says Jurassic Express versus Lucha Brothers. That ends in a draw because they are both the best and I can't choose. David Ayers says do a gauntlet match that will take up an hour. Ooh, David, I like that. Because in my limited time with Total Extreme Wrestling, it is indeed a bit of a time sink to actually book a show. So, I understand booking a wrestling show, it's hard. I understand from playing this video game. Anyway, I'm going to say that we start off. Ooh, Peter said, Peter in the chat says Orange Cassidy promo. I like that. Now in the game it'll say that he's done a promo, but we all know that he'll just be holding the mic up to his mouth and be saying fuck all. Although you can see if somebody's like suited for a segment as well, or if you I'll get into all that. So let's do an Orange Cassidy promo. Wrestler gives a backstage promo hyping up an upcoming singles match. Wrestler gives a generic backstage promo. Where's an interview? How do I give? Actually, hang on, because you can filter type character, I suppose. Participants 1. Yes. Demonstration of intelligence. Ooh. I like that. Hang on. Let's just go generic backstage promo from Orange Cassidy. Interview. Or was it down as promo, was it? You're also missing your music. I apologize greatly. Really should have taken note of where that was. Let me go back here. Add angle, because these are like the kind of the basic ones. Actually, I think Ben said. I think that's a good one. Orange Cassidy promo interrupted by the bastard pack, which you can do, like modern TV opening. One wrestler comes out to the ring, usually to open the show. After some microphone work, another wrestler appears, and they end up having a back and forth argument, and ends with them agreeing to meet later on in a singles match. Let's main event with Orange Cassidy versus Pac. Orange Cassidy is going to the top. So then what we do is we select this, and we can make the segment, I don't know, 10 minutes, right? We're going to have Orange Cassidy versus Pac. Excuse me, the bastard Pac. And so you can see it better. These are your announcers, auto name. And that's like when you get into it, it's easy enough to like get going and book segments and stuff. So if we save that, matches are a little bit different. You can also see like the effect, like injury risk can turn. They will be rated on entertainment, because every segment is rated, and you'll get a grade which you see as the show is running. So if I save this, Cassidy and Pac argue. So that's Orange Cassidy and Pac set up as the main event. What else? Alice says Sammy Guevara gets the shit kicked out of him by Darby Allin. No angle, I just want to see it happen. All right, well, we can set up that match as well. Chris Wallace, is there an angle where everyone is just having a nice time? There may be. Let me have a look at that. Alliance choice, formation of an alliance, hype. What's this? A music video showing hyping up a 4-man group. 3-man group boast. 3 wrestlers come out to taunt the fans. See, I don't think that's it. I think Chris is just saying like they're just having a lovely time. There probably is, but trying to get to it, there's just like, here's all the angles in the game, and you can even make your own as well. So let me see now. David Ayre says that's what happens when you join the inner circle. I'm not sure what that's in. Alice says, do a promo where Hangman Page is a bit sad and drinks apple juice from a whiskey glass. No, this is our AEW. Not a normal AEW. You need to do something else. Ross says, do a marriage ankle. I am all about that, Ross. Which you can do. Marriage is obviously in here. Hair versus hair. Chris wants marriage ankle. Do you want to? Let me see now. Sex and romance. Let me just see all the sex and romance offerings. Marriage proposal. Short romantic segment. Marriage. There are 5 marriage versions. Love triangle 3. Compromising position. Oh dear. A worker is showing a counter move and is standing behind them bent over. Another worker walks in and mistakenly thinks they were fooling around. Now you may go, that's mad. What's that doing in a wrestling game? Well, years ago, Vince McMahon and Triple H did that. And I think, was it Stephanie Vince McMahon and Triple H. Vince McMahon and Trish Stratus. Triple H. Or Stephanie walked in. Let me see here. Peter in the chats, you're bang on. Triple H and Trish Stratus. I was getting there, in and around. So, Chris in the chat says, I like wrestling now. I'm the biggest fan of wrestling. Yeah. Bikini contest, sure. All right. So somebody wanted a marriage angle. So we are going to, two workers are married in the ring, and in a first for wrestling, no wacky shenanigans happen. So that's your first marriage. Second is two workers have the marriage ceremony in the ring. However, another worker objects and reveals that he or she was never technically divorced from participant one, and so the marriage must be stopped. Two workers have their marriage ceremony in the ring. However, another worker appears and shows video evidence that participant one has been cheating on two with participant four. All along, participant two runs off. See, I told you it was deep. Two workers have the marriage ceremony in the ring. However, another worker runs in before the ceremony can be completed and hits one of the couple with a chair, knocking them out. And two workers have the marriage ceremony in the ring. However, when asked if anyone objects, one of the couple reveals that this was all a joke and walks off, leaving the other person upset. That's just sad. That's just very, very sad. Peter in the chat, fair point. Peter says, marriage one is everyone having a lovely time, to be fair. So let's just have a nice marriage. All right. Now, do you want people who are actually going out, or do you want a wacky marriage? What do you want here? You can have somebody renewing their vows, like the Blade and the Bunny. Again, to those that don't know, yes, there are two wrestlers, one called the Blade, one called the Bunny, and in real life they are married. Although, hang on a second now, we're getting dissension from the audience. Alice says the chair shot marriage. Do you want happiness or do you want sadness? Please, in the chat, do let me know. Because it is wrestling. And often, 9 times out of 10, marriages they're rarely completed and things often go wrong. So do you want a chair shot marriage? Anna says the chair is happiness. She makes a good point. All right. People will have a nice time before the chair shot happens. So let's go with that. Marriage version 2, I think it was. Two workers have the marriage ceremony. However, oh no, that was the cheating one. Two workers have the marriage ceremony. No, it's not that. Not that either. I think it was this one. Was it? Two workers have the marriage ceremony in the ring. However, another worker appears and shows video evidence. Oh no, sorry. Maybe it was this. Which fucking one was it? Two workers have the marriage ceremony in the ring. However, another worker objects and reveals this for Ben in the chat. Ben says 4 was chair. Ben, where would it be without you? So 4 it is then. Right. So, who do you want getting married? Who do you want to be the attacker? Who do you want? So here's where you can be, this is the person being hit by the chair. This is the other person they're getting married to. This is the attacker. So, who do you want to get married? Would you like, yeah, this is where we see how twisted you all are. Do you want people who are in a couple to get married? Would it be nice? Do you know what? I'm gonna overrule you all. I'm gonna have Brandy and Cody renew their vows. David Ayres, Sean Spears needs to be the attacker. Says David Ayres. Well, if Sean Spears is the attacker, the only problem there is we are actually doing in a roundabout way an angle that AEW did. So instead, Ross McMahon says ColmAhern should be the attacker. Am I on here? I fucking am and all. Chris says, give me polygamy. Everybody in the WWE is all married to each other. It's all supportive of an open union between, I don't know, like 30 people. I mean, I could blast Cody over the head with the chair. I don't know how that would go, though. It could be horrendous. Ben in the chat says, I mean, I kind of want to see Cody and Brandy renew with MJF, but that would actually happen. Yeah, who do you want? Well, who do we want to be given a push to? Like, who do you think is underrated in AEW? Or, if you don't know AEW, which of these names do you find funny? Adam Page, Alex Marvez, Alex Reynolds, Angelico, Aubrey Edwards, Awesome Kong, B. Priestley, Big Swole, Brandy Rhodes, Brandon Cutler, Britt Baker. She's a dentist. Peter says that check mark next to scripted is worrying. Yeah, so you can have people basically be unscripted in a segment. Chris Wallace enjoys the name Big Swole. Oh, Ben Borthwick with if Awesome Kong came out with the chair to Brandy. All right, because I'm not getting any other recommendations. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. And then maybe Cody can turn on Brandy. Because it's wrestling. And things like that happen. So, Awesome Kong. There you go. Awesome Kong ruins Cody and Brandy's wedding. We're going to have this go for 10 minutes. I think anything else would be overkill. 11 minutes. Alice Bell points out in the chat that Big Swole is great. Very true. She is actually. She's one of she has the potential to be she has definitely the potential to be great. So that's the main event. Orange Cassidy and Pac gonna happen beforehand. So let's just set that up first. A one-on-one match. Now, we've tons of different matches here as well. We have a tuxedo match. If you want to see that. I love, because I'm imagining some of you, well, as you've said in the chat, some of you will be unfamiliar with some of wrestling's past, present, and future. So something like a tuxedo match, I'm sure you would enjoy. So Ben in the chat says, think there should be a match between the two promos. So you can I think the view that you have there, you can see. So you can move up or down. So you can create segments and then like rearrange the actual show. So we will do that. But I'm just going to set up the actual match first. We're going to take this storyline by storyline. So what kind of match do you want to see between Orange Cassidy and the Bastard Pac? Coal Miner's Glove match. There's literally Bran, Panties, Mother of God. There's everything. Death match. Why not? Chris Wallace says, if they're getting married, I should hope they're in tuxedos, bud. Basic etiquette. Mixing up storylines here now. This is the earlier one. Peter in the chat asks, what is Aussie Rules? Where's that? A match that was created by the APW promotion in Australia. Essentially, it's a regular singles match that has to end by pinfall or submission, thus guaranteeing that there will be a decisive winner. Alright. Hello Nevernot in the chat says, when Big Swole revealed her crones in that promo, it gave me hope for mine and made me do a bit of a cry. She can never turn heel for me. I agree, that was actually quite a lovely. It was on Dark, I think it was, wasn't it? It was very nice. Real. That's where AEW is faltering, really. They promise kind of this sports orientated, reality based product, and then they run the Nightmare Collective and Dark Order in say back to back on Dynamite last night. Anyway, let us go with. Look, let's just go with a normal match because I'll show you how this works. I'm going to give the two lads. Just in the interest of time, let's just give them 20 minutes. And so up here you go. Obviously, the heel is going to come out first. Then Orange Cassidy comes out second. Save. This is the best match ever. So you can set the referee for the match. Let's go with let's go with Aubrey. And you can set the road agent as well. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Who'd like to do that? Jerry Lynn. It'd be a technical classic. Chris Wallace asks, why is Orange Cassidy a young drill? He does kind of look. Yeah. You should look up Orange Cassidy. You quite enjoy him. This and Adrian Neville, picture of Pac. He looks much better now with the beard. So this is where you can also book the match. So you can set the winner, or you can set it to be a draw, or the loser. So in a tag match, for example, you can set who makes the pin and who takes the pin. Now I'm going to say Orange Cassidy. We're booking him strong. Now, do you want a comedy match? So these are the match aims. And they all do something different. Technical masterclass, high spots, so there'll be a lot of flashy moves, a wild brawl, so on and so forth. Now there is, I mean, we could just do a comedy match, which would lead into, we could have Orange Cassidy, maybe his character changing over time, could become a legitimate threat, maybe because of this match against Pac. This specifies that the aim of the match is to entertain the crowd with comedy. This is a good way to give the fans a breather before hitting them with more exciting or emotional content. These sorts of matches require charismatic workers and generally cannot go more than 10 minutes without losing the crowd. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. So maybe we'll make the match 10 minutes then. Individual focus here is where you can. So, for example, because we have Pac losing the match, we can keep Pac strong. But that then would mean that Orange Cassidy's win, I suppose the impact of it would be affected because of keeping Pac strong. So you can do things like that, but you don't have to. Match style, you can have them call it in the ring. You can script it completely. I'm going to say scripted. We'll have all the spots laid out. Type of finish. I'm going to say a decisive win. We're going to make Orange Cassidy come out just really, really strong. Do you know what? Ben in the chat says storytelling maybe. Ben, let's go with it. What? Oh yeah, I need to just change it from here. Let's go with storytelling. Yeah, we've given Orange Cassidy a decisive win. Say a pinfall finish. So you can have external involvement. You can have people distracted. Ooh, well, actually, hang on. This specifies that a worker will get distracted by an interfering enemy. I mean, Pac is a lone wolf. He doesn't have any thing. You can also set up special little extras here, as it says in the storyline. You can have someone turn heel or face or whatever. So, match intensity, I'm going to say 83%. Hang on, actually, let me just check. How long can a storytelling match be? Yeah, there's no limit. So let's give them 20 minutes. Pac is furious of the booking of this match and has complained loudly that he wants it changed. Continue anyway. I'd imagine that would happen. But Pac, I'm sorry, we're back in Orange Cassidy. He he's the man that we want to put forward. Anyway, right. So we're going to put a match second after the Cassidy and Pac argue. Set up, do you know what? Set a tag team match. Just kind of do something quick to get the crowd going in the show. Let's have... People love Cody. People bloody love Cody Rhodes. So let's give him a bit of the Rhodes brothers against Santana and Ortiz. There you go. Save that. They could put on, actually, that match should probably be a storytelling match. Steal the show. This specifies that the aim of the match is for the workers to try and put on their best match possible to steal the show. A receptive crowd can eat up these sorts of matches. The pressure of trying to steal the show can cause the workers to try to... No, steal the show, lads. Go on out there and have a barn burner. So this is kind of what I was saying. So you can set the winner here. You can have Cody win the match. Hang on, who do we have? We have a lot of... I'll have a heel go over somebody in a second. And you're going to have, like, whomever... Can I set Dustin Rhodes to be the loser? How does that work? So let me see here. Let's go with Ortiz to take the pin. They're going to go out there and try to steal the show. You know what? An open match. Or hang on, this specifies that the match should be very open with everyone getting roughly the same type of off. I have them call it in the ring. They're good enough. So call it in the ring means that you wouldn't have the spots, the moves and stuff laid out beforehand. You would just go, you two lads versus you two lads, and during the actual, like during the match, you will just go clothesline, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. I hope that explains it. To those that may not enjoy wrestling as much as some of the rest of us. So pinfall finish. Alice and Ben in the chat are talking about Cody Rhodes and talking about Cody Rhodes' song. Yes, you can replace all the lyrics in Cody Rhodes' song. It's amazing. I would sing it for you, but you know it's 11:15 in the evening. Can't be doing that. And Ben brings up Smoke and Mirrors, which was an amazing theme song he had in WWE. I have a soft spot for that character, the dashing Cody Rhodes, and then the kind of the Mankind-esque Cody Rhodes of "Don't Look at Me," of I've broken my nose, whatever. Ross in the chat agrees with me. Dashing/ugly Cody was Brillo. Alright, well, a lot of other people have the soft spot for him. Anyway, that's that match. Let's just go with that. Let's give these boyos 17 minutes as well, because I just want to book a television show now and show you how that works. Match intensity 80, match danger 91%. This is an outrageous match. Someone is going to get hurt. I think I've Aubrey set to referee a different match. I don't know if that matters massively. Let's go with Rick Knox appears to be the tag team specialist in AEW. And sure, Billy Gunn can be the road agent. Why not? Save you. So we have half a show. We have an hour's worth of television, which is good. So we're going to move Cody Rhodes down here. I've just realised Cody's in the main event. My bad. I'm going to change that. We are not going to have... We're not going to have Cody Rhodes. We're not going to have the Rhodes brothers versus Santana and Ortiz. Instead, you know what? Let's have Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, actually. Because I think they should be pushed more than they are anyway. Yes. And also, I'm going to say, let's put them over. Ross in the chat says Omega versus Ahern 60-minute draw. Don't tempt me, Ross. Alright? Don't bloody tempt me. Right, I think they should absolutely push Jungle Boy. So we're going to make Jungle Boy the winner. We are also going to say that Ortiz takes the thing. We're going to set all the other match aims that we had set in the other ones. We're going to have them steal the show. Although, you see, if I had the Rhodes brothers, maybe... Because I have a feeling in this game they are like rated more highly. Match style, maybe script this one. Yeah, because like Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy maybe not as qualified in the ring to call it in the ring as the other two. I'd guess. I don't know. Judging in this game, I don't know. We're going to say it's a decisive win. We're going to say it is a pinfall finish. And then we're going to go with that. Save. So now, all we need. So we need another. Let's stick another angle on there. What would you like to see? We'll go from the drop down because it's easier. Character, plotting, skit. Let's have a bit of comedy on the show. Let's have some Being the Elite comedy. Drawing battle. Oh, okay, right, yeah. Mock funeral. Do you want a funeral and a wedding on the same show? Because I do a little bit. I mean, judging off the AEW ratings last night, it was ludicrous. Like, so, I don't know, maybe people respond to this type of bullshit. Chris Wallace in the chat, firmly behind having a funeral. So this is a mock funeral. A few wrestlers with 3 allies holds a mock funeral for another wrestler's career. That could be quite good. Do you know what? We could have the Inner Circle on here. Let's do that. Wrestler with 2 allies. Yeah. This actually... the ITV4 representative has vetoed this choice. He says that the proposed segment is too risky and will not be allowed on the air. Are you having an absolute laugh? Come on. It's ITV4 as well. Come on, like. Right, okay. Well, what else can I do? What was that? That was skit. Character. Let's maybe do character instead. See if we get any kooky storylines on that. Character storylines that have a major impact. Demonstration of power, demonstration of wealth. Madness, hearing voices. A worker shown backstage having a conversation. The camera pans away to reveal that he is actually talking to himself. Kind of like who was it? Hulk Hogan, WCW. Well, he thought he was talking to Ultimate Warrior, but Ultimate Warrior was in the mirror. Or Jeff Hardy in TNA, if you remember that. Although he just had voices in his head, which we as the viewer could hear. Yeah, just thinking wrestling is strange, isn't it? Let's go with the demonstration of wealth. A worker shown backstage lighting a cigar with a burning $100 bill. You can make this last 5 minutes. Then it shall be 5 minutes. And we're gonna have... Who could we have doing that? Let's have the bunny. The bunny is gonna be... Sure, why not? People love it. It'll be brilliant. Right, we've 48 more minutes to go. We're going to move the bunny down to there. All right, so thinking about another angle. Let's have a hype video. No, hang on. Let's have an in... have we had an in... Yeah, we've had... It's very promo heavy, actually. I think, actually, if you look here... You booked 5 segments taking 67 minutes. The show must contain that long. I think if I have... So, like I was saying about the... each TV show has to have 70% wrestling. 70% matches in it. It must be within that time frame. I suppose it would be. Of course it would be, yeah. Well, in that case, let's run another angle then. Let's have... What's a silly angle? What's sex? Strip humiliation. Mother of sweet Jesus. Mike. challenged. Hey, let's have somebody challenge somebody, actually. Remorse over leaving. A worker says that he's sorry that he left, and that now he is back. He's back for good. Remorse over causing injury. Yeah, let's have... No, do you know what, instead? Let's just run a hype video. It's handy. Let's run a hype video of a three-way, a triple threat match. Make it last 10 minutes. Because again, why not? Oh, it's 4, is it? A video is by being... Oh, it's a 4-way match. Let's have the 4-way match involve Brandon Cutler. We're gonna have a mixed tag match. We're gonna have Brandon Cutler. Although this is versus... Fuck's sake, hang on. Yes. Instead... I can find that now again. Hype video, here we go. Hype video, tag team. Is hyping a tag team. Oh, really? I don't know. Oh, there we go, 2v2. So, I'm going to have Brandon Cutler with Britt Baker, who is a dentist. And they are going to be taking on... They're going to be taking on... Any calls from the crowd? Sean Spears and Big Swole. Yeah. Seems like it will be a wonderful match. So we can make this 10 minutes long. Jesus wept. Alright. This is going to be... If it wasn't for the technical difficulties, maybe we would have actually tried to make this a good episode of AEW Dynamite, but it turns out like we haven't done that. Ben in the chat says, your Jurassic Express versus LAX match has reverted to Cody and Dustin. Shit, has it? Good spot, Ben. What? Oh, it's because of the name, that's why. To say that. Okay, well, let's at least save me some time. The fans are expecting show. Here you go. They are expecting show of around 70% matches. Currently, you are only at 53%. Well, in that case, and we have 38 more minutes to proceed, let's book a one-on-one match involving somebody in the chat said it. Kenny Omega and... I mean, I can't, for my first show, I can't put myself in a classic wrestling match against Kenny Omega because the match would probably be shit anyway. So, I don't know, Kenny and Darby Allin. Let's do Kenny and Darby Allin anyway. Just because. Why not? We give him like 15 minutes. 61, yeah, why not? Sure, we'll have him. I mean, Match Danger, surely always at 100%. You've Darby Allin there. And we're going to have them car crash. This specifies that the aim of the match is to basically do a stunt show. Why not? We're going to have the victor. I mean, I have to give Kenny Omega the win because he's not getting a win in anywhere else. And we gonna have him call it in the ring. Oh, hang on, what's the all-out match? This specifies that the worker should go flat out to have the most exciting, jaw-dropping match. That's all you need to know. Kind of Kenny win a pinfall finish. And I think that's crazy bump. Crazy bump involving Darby Allin, of course. Sorry, but I'm not willing to take a crazy bump on the show. Darby. That's not realistic. All right, well, fair enough, Darby, if you don't want to. Right, so that's that. So I'm going to book 20 more minutes to proceed, which we will do via a match so that we can just run the show. And then I'll sort out the actual lineup. Yeah, let's do another match. Let's do a stupid, ludicrous. Ben in the chat says, I do need another women's match on there. Well, let's go with hardcore. I don't know. Let's do a 3-way dance. Let's have, so we can go heels. We need some heels. Emi Sakura. Actually, what is she down as in here? She is down as a heel. Although, hang on a second. Instead, let's go with Penelope Ford, Nyla Rose. Okay, I do need a babyface. Riho, of course. Let's make it a title match. This is turning out to be amazing. Where is she? Oh, because I'm on heels. Riho. Alright. Save. Title. AEW. What? Can I put that on the line? That's alright. Match intense. Yeah. This is an intense show. So we're gonna have Victor. Riho is gonna retain. You've already made this. Have I? Okay. We're gonna have them. I don't know. Whatever. Technical masterclass. I'm just gonna set random things. Keep Nyla strong. I'm gonna say. So I suppose. Hang on. I'll go up here. I'll set Penelope Ford to be the loser. And yeah, decisive win. Cool. Go with that. So you have an optional 1 hour available for pre-show segments. No thanks. So how much? You booked 8 segments taking 117 minutes. The show must be between 115 and 125 minutes. You are currently within those limits. Well, thank God for that. Right. I mean, I could go on, but I won't. So I'm going to start the show with Orange Cassidy and Pac. We're going to end the show with the marriage ceremony. Pac and Orange Cassidy is going to go on beforehand. I forgot I have the bunny just lighting a fag for 5 minutes. Or burning money. That's outrageous. That video is 10 minutes long. Alright. I'm going to move Kenny Omega and Darby Allin to before the... Hold on. Gonna have that music video there. Gonna demonstrate wealth. Sure. I think that's so. It's gonna start off with Orange Cassidy and Pac arguing. Then we're gonna have the Jurassic Express go over Ortiz and Santana. Then you have the 3-way between Penelope Ford, Nyla Rose, and Riho. Then Kenny Omega versus Darby Allin. Then the 10-minute. Hold on, because I should break up those matches more. Yeah, if I put that video there, I have All right, I'm happier with that. So Orange Cassidy and Pac open up the show. I'm going to change this now because we need to get serious here. Orange Cassidy and Pac open up the show. Jurassic Express go over Santana and Ortiz. Then you have the stupid music video for 10 minutes, hyping up a mixed tag match, which may happen on Dark, probably. Then you have Penelope Ford, Nyla Rose, and Riho in a 3-way. Then Kenny Omega and Darby Allin in an 18-minute classic. The Bunny burning money off a cigarette or a cigar for 5 minutes. Then Pac versus Orange Cassidy, which Orange Cassidy is winning. Then Awesome Kong coming out and hitting Cody with a chair. Well, if that isn't the best professional wrestling show, then I don't know what is. So, I'm going to save this. Terrified to go through all that and have it crumble once again. But let's hope. Let's be positive. It'll be all right. I should say, I didn't even go through this. I won't either. But you can set up storylines here. I don't know if they can actually happen organically or whether you have to first set them up. Anyway, let's just run the show and let's go from there. Are you sure you want to start the show? Once started, you cannot go back and alter the booking. No, I firmly believe we have created the best 2 hours of television, wrestling or otherwise. All right, start off. D+, get in. So, this is what happens now. It goes and breaks down each segment. So, Orange Cassidy comes down to the ring. He takes a microphone and starts talking to the crowd before eventually getting interrupted by Pac. They have a big argument going back and forth on the microphone before agreeing to face each other later on in a singles match. The angle got the show off to a strong start. The angle got the crowd hotter. Orange Cassidy was very underwhelming. Well, that's a shame. Worker improvements, no worker improvements. This just tells me about the angle itself. And that's that. All right. I mean, you say maybe Pac was carrying the segment. This angle indicates that the creation of pre-booking may be appropriate. Are you sure you want to continue without creating one? Yes. Oh, fuck. E+ for Jurassic Express versus Santana and Ortiz. Really? All right. In a bout that had subpar wrestling and a non-existent crowd heat, Jurassic Express defeated Santana and Ortiz in 17 minutes and 13 seconds when Jungle Boy defeated Ortiz by pinfall. I'll change that so you can see the actual grade. Luchasaurus was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. Luchasaurus is a terrific big man. The announcing quality lifted the match. Color commentary gave the match a boost. Match got the crowd buzzing. What's your problem then? The danger spots in the match didn't go down well with some parts of the crowd. It was too much for them. Like Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley. I just realised I left Jon Moxley off the show. And Chris Jericho. Jungle Boy had an in-ring performance of D-. Luchasaurus had an in-ring performance of E. Santana and Ortiz both D. Well, it says here, Luchasaurus improving their skills. They all are, actually. In some way. Lads here are improving their performance skills. Getting a little bit better. It certainly didn't steal the show, though. All right. At least one of the workers in this segment has either a turn or gimmick change waiting to happen. Are you sure you wish to continue without addressing this? Yes. A video plays hyping Cutler and Britt versus Spears and Big Swole. The announcing quality lifted the segment. The color commentary gave the segment a boost. This angle brought the crowd down. I mean, what did I expect? 10 minutes on a mixed tag between Brendan Cutler and Britt Baker versus Sean Spears and Big Swole. Yeah. E for the 3-way between the girls. Fuck it, this isn't going great, is it? In a bout that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Riho defeated Penelope Ford and Nyla Rose in an elimination match in 18 minutes and 47 seconds. The order of the elimination was Penelope Ford first, then Nyla Rose. Riho makes defense number 1 of her AEW Women's World Championship. Penelope Ford seemed off her game, so the announcing is brilliant, if nothing else. Match is poorly placed. Crowd needed warming up first. The intense physicality was too much for some of the fans. All right, well, maybe for show number 2, dial it back a little bit. Don't need to be as intense. Penelope Ford and Nyla Rose both improving their skills. That's good. Okay. We need something to bring this crowd back up. Is the Kenny Omega and Darby Allin match next? Yeah, okay. A D. Thought that would get more. Darby Allin was visibly tiring towards the end. How long did it go for? 60 minutes and 10 seconds? I think Darby has better cardio than that. The match got the crowd buzzing. Danger spots in the match didn't go down well. This crowd do not like me and my danger spots. Kenny Omega looked excellent out there. Had an in-ring performance of B+. Darby Allin had an in-ring performance of E+. Okay. Well, look. I think that's the highest graded segment on the show. Oh, fuck. The bunny shown backstage, lining Scar with $100 bill for 10 minutes, I think it was. Was it? No, it was 5 minutes. Still, the bunny's not suited to her gimmick. Oh dear, really? The announced quality lifted segment again. The angle brought the crowd down. Well, it's Orange Cassidy and Pac next, I believe, isn't it? So that's got A+, D+, better than I was expecting. Duke Togo in the chat says, it's the bunny. Quote from Excalibur, that is true. And JR was going, who are they? I wouldn't have said that announcing brought up the segment. Anyway, in a bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Orange Cassidy defeated Pac in 90 minutes and 54 seconds by pinfall with a super kick. Orange Cassidy seemed off his game. Intense physicality again. The crowd don't like it. Performance of Pac stood out. So Pac was good. Orange Cassidy not so much. Right. Well, this is the main event segment now, I think, isn't it? It's the wedding angle. D-. Jesus. Cody and Brandy Rhodes are getting married in the ring, renewing their vows. When the official asks if there are any objections, Awesome Kong runs in and smacks Brandy with a steel chair, knocking her out. She escapes through the crowd. The announcing quality lifted segment. Cody looked good. Brandy Rhodes looked lost out there. Yeah. Well, shit. That's a shame. That is a shame. As Alice points out in the chat, Crowd says I will go to see a wrestling show. Crowd says I don't like the physicality. To be fair, I had pretty much every match at like 90%. Outrageous. I had Kenny Omega and Darby Allin go out there and I guess set it to car crash. Maybe some people are more into the grapple fuck Timothy Thatcher things. Maybe I'll sign Timothy Thatcher. There's an idea. Overall rating was a D. Darby Allin was slightly overused. It was used in one segment. Alright, fair enough, it was a long match, but the show increased our popularity in 5 regions. The show lost us popularity in 11 regions. Oh, shite. Deary me. That's not too good. We also have a loading screen now, so the thing might... Yep, not responding. Well, if ever there was a better time to call it a night, it's probably now after we go through, or after we went through what that match entailed. But thank you very much, everyone, for watching and for being on this journey with me. It's been a hell of a ride. And I've loved it dearly, and I've loved you as well to go on this ride with me. The game has actually come back. Maybe that not responding thing was I don't know. Anyway, if you like that, I would love to play more of this video game, to be brutally honest. It would please me greatly if you'd like to see more of Total Extreme Wrestling. Now, kind of in the swing of things now, and maybe for part 2 could kind of hit the ground running and go through more than one television show. So if that's something you'd like to do, please do let me know here in the chat, or tweet me at ColmAhern also. And you don't have to do this in the slightest, but if you do, it's very nice of you. There's a little link in the description of this where you can tip me. So if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to throw me a couple of bob, if you have it, for the love of God, do. That would be really nice. But yeah, that's not something you have to do. But yeah, so social time. Follow me on Twitter at Colm_Ahern, Instagram at Colm_Ahern. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell so you never miss an upload or a live stream or whatever else. I feel like we have the kinks ironed out now. It's down in 1 in the chat. Says, yeah, every time TEW loads it goes to not responding. Well, shit. Maybe it was never an issue at all then. We didn't have to go through all those. Well, now we know it. We could run another live stream of it. Would be all right next time, because we'd be wise to that thing. Anyway, subscribe and like and comment and all that other type of stuff. Thank you very much. Peter, Duke, it's down in 1. Chris, Ben, Alice. Who else was here? David, Never Not. I don't know. I'm scrolling up now. Anyway, Ross. All of you people for watching this live stream. If you want to see it again, tweet me, all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much for watching. I've enjoyed it despite our technical hitches. Going to be more videos, more live streams on this channel. Going to bulk it up with loads of content for you. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I've been ColmAhern, and you, my dear, you have been beautiful. Mwah. Good night. Until next time. That's where the button doesn't work. Terrific. It's apt, really, for the end of this live stream. See ya.